I hit it.
All right. So you want to sync on three? You count it off. You count off the three.
Okay.
All right. Are we
Uh,
clapping on three or after three?
we'll clap.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3.
But I like to use 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Like that.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9.
All right. Count it off.
Okay. A 1, a 3, a 1, 2, 3, 5.
just you got to do. I don't know why you did anything.
I did
seven,
it
eight,
3,
nine.
4 time. I did. What am I doing? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's just do it. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
All right, we did it.
Oh boy, it was like boom.
Mine wasn't delayed at all.
Boom.
Mine was dead on
Boom.
with yours.
Really?
Yeah.
When I clapped, it was like I went boom and then from you.
All right. Well, we're synced now.
Okay, sure. I
We'll
assume so.
We'll stick them together. We'll make it work. So you ready to start podcasting?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So
Well.
podcast. We did it. Let's do it.
All right.
It's our intro. You just yell podcast.
Yeah, podcast. I like it.
We just got like the MLG air horn and stuff.
Mhm. Or like Sips's foghorn.
A foghorn, yeah.
Yeah.
You can edit all this stuff in. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, we can have like hit markers.
And we can have a theme song. We have like a 90s sitcom theme song.
Oh yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, podcast. Oh jeez.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty good, yeah.
All right. So first on the agenda is music.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do music.
All right. So what are we talking about music?
All right. Has anything musically happened to you recently?
Well, I actually just released an album with my band. And you all you listeners out there can go check it out
Oh,
on all of the main music streaming services in the world ever. So yeah, I'm not gonna say the name of the band, but you'll find us. You'll find us.
They won't.
No.
They won't.
No.
I had a concert tonight, actually.
Yeah, this guy's in a better band than me, so.
It was a Christmas. It was actually pretty good. It was a Christmas concert, and I wore my Santa hat in the drunken form. So the ball's in front of your face. That's drunk Santa code. Santa hat code means drunk Santa. And I only noticed one other person who actually wore their hat like that. No one else did. It was really just
you were the cool people.
And some kids didn't even have Santa hats on. I'm like, it's like required for you to have a Santa hat. And there were people like next to me without Santa hats. I'm like, are you retarded?
Where's your Santa hat, kid?
Yeah. I was surprised. I mean, you can get one at the dollar store for like $1.
It's not really an excuse.
I love my Santa hat. I'm gonna start wearing it around campus, I think. Because it's just, I like wearing the Santa hat. I think it suits me, honestly.
Yeah, we all wore Santa hats at work the day after Thanksgiving because we were like, alright, it's Christmas now, so we all wore Santa hats and we were all servers.
Yeah.
And people just kept asking us why we were wearing Santa hats. Like, no one would, enjoyed it. They were just like, why are you wearing that? Like mostly small children were like, why are you wearing that hat? And I was like, because it's Christmas. Then I walked away because I didn't want to talk to him.
Merry Christmas, bitch. Jeez. How dare they criticize?
I don't know why they asked me why I was wearing it. I mean, I'm wearing it because I'm wearing it.
Isn't it obvious?
It should have been.
You know what? You guys should be careful to actually wear Christmas hats now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's a nice
YMCA
hat.
YMCA has a lot of different cultures. All
Well,
right.
we have a Christmas tree in the dining room.
You may offend some Muslims, dude.
They would have already been offended by the big Christmas tree that was also put up the day after
And
Thanksgiving.
probably the name of YMCA, what it stands for, Young Men's Christian Association.
I'm triggered for all women out there too because like they can't come.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, they do have they used to have YWCAs,
Yeah,
but the name didn't catch on. That's why you don't hear about it anymore.
they just kind of
I think they
integrated
still
them.
exist, maybe.
Do they? Hold on, fact check. HillaryClintonFactChecker.com. Hold on.
Do do WYCA still exist? Maybe they do. I would
Alright, let's
just
see here.
change it. They just call it the Y anymore. They don't even call it YMCA really. Just the
Oh,
Y.
there's not a single result that has it even says YWCA really, except for the actual like Wikipedia one and like ones about the history of the Y.
Are you serious?
It looks like it's like. Let me see here. I'm gonna read the Wikipedia one and see what they say. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh, they're really going still, aren't they?
Yeah, YWCA.org right here.
It looks like they're really still going because it says something about. Hold on. Uh,
Oh
Their
look,
common goal is that by 2035, 100 million young women and girls will transform power structures to create justice, gender equality, and a world without violence and war. I don't know if it's just women who are gonna worry about like. Do they think all the men are really into violence and war?
yeah,
Because I mean, it
I'm
is pretty sick.
confused actually because it's Young Women's Christian Association, but I see women here. They're dressed in burqas.
Ooh, wow.
So I just had a deja vu moment actually. Because I'm just looking at this webpage. I'm like, I've seen this before, but
Well, I mean,
I
of course,
know
you go to the
I know
YWCA
how it works.
webpage like every day.
Yeah.
Did you forget?
No, but I know how sort of how deja vu works. It's just like your long term memory. It gets confused or something and gets tricked and it gets put into long term memory. I think. And I took psychology. I'm educated.
Well, look at Mr. Fancy Psychology over here. You don't even have a psychology degree. You took one class.
Yeah, that's about all you need. I feel.
Well, some people have like a master's in psychology and they know more than you.
Yeah, maybe.
They could tell you how um cars work.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
I think you're getting that mixed up with physiology.
yeah, yeah.
Physiology is cars and the anatomy of cars.
Yeah, I actually gotta get my elbow looked at by a mechanic too, because it's kind of sore.
It's creaking. It's making weird noises. It goes
There's
every
a
time I
weird
turn it.
there's a weird rattling in my elbow. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Uh, it makes me think. I think there was like a commercial for like a mechanic shop. I don't remember what it was for, but you'd come in and you'd like say the sound that your car was making. Like, oh well, it's this, and then blah. And it's just like people would make a bunch of like weird sounds like like and it's just they looked retarded doing it. And I hope people actually took the commercial seriously and walked into the store and just started making noises
Like they
so
don't even
someone
say
served
like
them.
they don't even say anything about their car. They just walk in like, like some guy was up, he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Are you gonna fix it?"
I'm waiting. I have money. Just take it.
Just start throwing $100 bills at him, going,
What's your name, sir? You don't need to know that. I have a loose belt.
"Oh, yeah, that is pretty accurately what it sounds like when your belt's messed up."
I assume.
Well, I've actually one of the only things I know how to do on a car.
Is replace the belt because it's
I know,
actually really
yeah, I know how to
easy.
put the belt, the alternator belt, on a like a 90 something Saturn.
A 90 something Saturn.
Yeah, because we did it every day. Me and my dad had to put the belt on that car like every single day because it kept
It
coming
just-
off.
just
We'd go to
flip
the
off?
store and have to put it on the parking lot because it like came off at that time.
It
was terrible.
They don't make Saturns anymore.
I'm not surprised. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I know how to put the belt on this, and I don't want to."
Yeah, they didn't really have any good cars in like the 90s. I don't think really, because like GM has like so many different car companies. They can only like put so much money into each one, and I think Saturn didn't get the most amount of funding out of all of them probably.
Yeah.
That was mostly like Chevy and GMC.
I think DeLorean should come back.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Why
no.
not?
It belongs. It doesn't. Why would it need to come back? All right.
Well, no, I want it to come back, but I'm not finished. I want it to come back, but with like a completely new design, like something far more ridiculous. So people are like, "Oh, what's that?" Like, "Oh, that's the new DeLorean." Like, what? Like, yeah. Like, saddle up, cowboy. Figure out how to drive this.
The DeLoreans then, like they were cool, I guess, but like they were terrible cars. They were
Exactly.
absolutely terrible. And I think the CEO like did like a whole bunch of like cocaine and spent like the company's money on like stupid shit and
And
cocaine, and DeLoreans.
He's like, "I need more DeLoreans." They're like, "You made these. You can have them." He's like, "No, I have to buy them." Just like doing cocaine off of DeLoreans.
Yeah, it reminds
Like
me of
opens the door and does a line down the door.
Deck the Halls. You know that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Oh well, basically it's just two guys. Like one guy moves in. Like the first guy who already lives in the neighborhood, he's having a great time, you know. And then this shitbag moves in next door to him, and you know he has a hot wife, blah 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 blah. And I think maybe they knew each other or something, but they work at the same dealership. And he showed him up, the new guy. He showed up the guy who's been there by selling his boss a car.
Wait a second.
They sold
I think I've seen this.
Yeah, there's also like where he was painting his wife naked and like, oh no, there's a painting of his naked wife, and like the kids saw it when they walked into the house. I mean that's a more familiar scene to me. They burnt all their Christmas trees down.
Wait, Danny DeVito's in it?
Yeah, Danny DeVito was in it. Yeah.
Oh man, is Danny
was-
DeVito the one with the hot wife?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh,
I
and
don't think I have seen this.
He had crazy, like his light set up on his house was so obnoxious and bright, and that I remember the whole point of the show was just to get if you could see their house from space. That was basically it. Danny DeVito just wanted to put so many lights on his house that you could see it from space. So he was like siphoning power from the neighbor's house. And like just like he had like music playing really loud and like it was lights, blah blah blah. Eventually in the end you could see it and it blinded everyone apparently when they cranked it up.
I just want to say it has really terrible reviews.
No, yeah, it's not that great.
It has a 28 on Metacritic. You can watch it for $2.99 right now in standard definition on Amazon Video.
You could probably watch it for free on TV when it comes on. It's 'tis the season, mate.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't know what that was.
I haven't either.
My grandma does that. She'll,
No, well, that didn't come from me.
but that was like her gasp. That's like
But-
what she gasp. Her gasp. It's like, just like
Well-
normal people be like, oh, or like, there's a,
That's what it is.
mm-hmm.
That's the shock button on my on my TV show audience soundboard here. I bumped it.
TVI. Goodness.
Oh. That wasn't the shock, by the way. That was laughing. I don't know if you could tell.
Mhm.
There's also like a small laugh, like a.
I remember. I think it was one Christmas. Well, maybe not Christmas per se, but like anytime I went to my cousin's house, because they had like a shitty keyboard, and they also had like a piano in the house because like their mom played the piano or whatever, and they also had a shitty keyboard though. I remember just looking for like the weirdest sounds I could, and just playing them as loud as I could.
They usually do have really weird sounds. Like my keyboard has like doors creaking and like heartbeats and really weird stuff like that. And of course,
Yeah.
there's always the dog bark. Every keyboard has a dog bark sound effect for some reason.
Mhm.
You can't make a song out of that.
Well, you know what? You could. You could
just
like
wouldn't be a
bark,
good
bark,
one.
bark, 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 bark. You know, you could do jingle bells with dogs. I mean, they did it with cats. They did it
They
with
did.
cats.
They did.
Meow, meow, meow. I mean, I bet they could do it with barks. But I think the meow is better to do it with because it's like more subtle and controlled than the bark. The bark is just like it just blurts. You know, it has no control. It's just like,
Yeah.
like "Rah!"
It's just angry.
Mhm.
Alright, wait, hold. We didn't really talk about music.
No, we didn't. We got
we
off
still got to
topic.
talk about music. That was like that's like our main subject.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
So there's Deck the Halls, but more importantly there's music.
Mhm.
So I want to know, Steven, what have you been listening to lately?
Well,
Like what's really getting you going?
what's getting me going? Let's just take a quick peek here into Spotify,
Yeah, let me get my Spotify open too.
and you know what? I've been listening to this song called "Renegade"
Oh,
by Styx,
classic.
Pieces of Eight. And I like walking to it. It's fun to walk to.
I bet it is actually.
Because when I'm walking around camp, I'm just strutting, man. I'm strutting around campus listening to this song, and I feel like, yeah, this is a good song to walk to. Also,
It's a really
Cashmere
good
is another
song.
good song to walk to because you feel like a badass when you walk to that song. It's like doo doo doo, doo doo doo, doo doo doo. You know?
Yeah. You should get Dazed and Confused in your thing. Do you have it in here in your playlist?
No, I don't.
All right, I'll get it for you because that's another good song. That's another song that is gonna give you that feeling when you're going for a walk. You're gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah, some good walking tunes is always good to have.
I don't know if you know the song Dazed and Confused, but I was playing like classic rock at work one day because I was trying to be agreeable with everybody, and for some reason the agreeable thing is always classic rock. So I was like, I'm gonna play some Led Zeppelin, and it was like a weird, like obscure live recording from like the early '70s of Dazed and Confused, and it was like 20 minutes long. And there was like a whole period where I think Jimmy Page was just really, really high and just making noises with his guitar. It was awesome. I don't think it was very agreeable. Like I don't think anybody was really enjoying it but me. But I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. I think a really good agreeable song is Godzilla. I mean,
Oh,
everyone knows who Godzilla is, and when you make a song about Godzilla, it's just, okay, I know what Godzilla is. I like this song. Because who doesn't like Godzilla?
yeah. I mean, he's a great character.
He is.
Fantastic. I like how when we talk about music, it's not even modern music. It's like all stuff that came out way before we existed.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
I
fun
will
to
bring
go
up
back
one
in
recent
time.
song. Did you listen to 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars?
Yeah, I did. You told me to.
Did you like it though?
Yeah, it was alright.
I,
It was alright.
here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm a fan of Bruno Mars or anything, right?
I
But
mean,
that
Bruno
song
Mars
got
just has
me.
some good music. He's a funky guy.
And
He
that
makes some
song
good
is
funk.
really good. It's really it reminds me a lot of Daft Punk.
Like he reminds me of Stevie Wonder a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely has that kind of feel and some of his stuff.
Mhm. I think they've done stuff together actually.
Yeah, on the Mark Ronson album where he did Uptown Funk, there was stuff with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Uptown Funk is one of the well, it's just funky because it
Yeah.
has the word funk into it. We played that in our marching band. We played Uptown Funk.
Oh, have you checked out this new band, The Moids?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have. I have. I added one song on my playlist, and then you added one because you're like, oh, I'm shameless promotion. No, no, I'm gonna add my own song. Don't let Steven know. You just drop it in. You
Yeah.
snuck it in on me. I noticed it. I was like, downloading new song. What am I downloading? I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
so it downloads it whenever I add it to.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's great.
Cause I
I've
like
had
the.
a lot of good stuff here though. The Trooper, I Was Made for Loving You. That's like kind of the disco-y phase that Kiss had, but it's a really good song. You know, it's Triumph, Bon Jovi, Last in Line by Dio, one of my favorite Dio songs. Working Man by Rush, one of their best songs. You need more Rush in here. That's actually why I add that
Oh
because I
really?
saw you had Tom Sawyer and I was like, you need more Rush
Well,
because Rush is great.
you know who added Tom Sawyer basically.
Who?
You did. You told me to put it in.
Oh, when we were looking before, yeah.
We
Well,
basically added in all these songs
you
that you're talking about.
well,
Some of them I added in.
I added in Working Man, because it even says it did, because I saw the other songs. Like, yeah, you need to listen to those because like, Rush is so good.
Yeah, I
I
also
also
like.
see you. I see you add Message in a Bottle. I'm really
Yeah,
glad. Great song.
I like Message in the Bottle
Yeah.
and Hold the Line. I like when I leave after band, I roll down my window and I crank it up. Hold the
Yeah.
line so
Aren't you
everyone
glad
can
I
hear it.
added that? That's the first thing I added too. Like that's a strong start.
Yeah, it's a strong start.
I love that song.
Uh, and what is some I also like Tall Ships. Tall Ships. I've been listening to that recently
Yeah. Wolf
from Wolf
Mother.
Mother.
New Crown was great. Their newest album, what was it called? Hold on.
I have no
Victorious.
idea.
Victorious, I didn't think was that great. It's an okay album.
Mhm.
I don't know how well it did, but there were a couple songs on it that I thought were okay. It's nowhere near New Crown because New Crown is like a love letter to like the '70s, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
really good.
I also like Mother as well by Danzig.
Oh yeah, I thought you were still talking about Wolf Mother. I was like, I don't know that song,
No.
but yeah, oh that's a classic.
I got some Joe Walsh in here.
Oh yeah, that really that makes you sound like you really know your '70s music if you have some Joe Walsh in there.
Yeah, cause I remember when I was a kid, like this is what my dad basically listened to.
Yeah,
Like I could recognize all these songs.
he was like, I've heard this before.
Yeah, and so I was like, you know what? I actually like this. You know what? I don't have you know what my favorite song as a kid was?
What?
I want you to take a guess.
How old were you when this was your favorite song?
It was my favorite song for a while. Probably like from 9, maybe 8 to 12 years old. This was 8 to 13. This was like the
Was it
song.
like a recent song or is it like a
No,
classic song?
no, it was not a recent song.
Oh,
It
okay.
was a classic song.
And you said did you say it's not in this playlist?
It is not in this playlist. No,
Oh man. Is it the Beatles?
no,
Because the Beatles are very
no.
very
You'd
good
be
kid band.
surprised by my answer on who it is.
Um, Black Sabbath.
No, no. Okay, so his initials are CD.
Oh, it's a person.
Yeah. Well, he's got his
C-
band, of course.
but it's CD.
CD, yeah.
Uh, do I know who this is?
Oh yeah, You know the song too. I don't know.
CD.
I don't know anyone who doesn't know this song.
Craig. Uh, Chris.
Tell me when you give up.
Give me the first name.
Charlie.
Oh, is it The Devil Went Down to Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely need that in this playlist. That's a good song.
Yeah, that was my favorite for a while.
I think that was everybody's favorite song at one point. Cause there was even a period of time where I was really liking that song.
Yeah, I really like that song a lot.
Like, my dad doesn't even like country music, and he still likes that song. And I heard it from him, and I was like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and also, what's another song? Oh, Kid Rock, Cowboy. Was another good one.
You gotta add that. That's nostalgic.
That is nostalgic. You're right. Why don't I have that in here? Damn it.
Man, that song.
That's like my only favorite Kid Rock song.
That's everyone's only favorite Kid Rock song.
All summer long, meh. Cowboy's number 3 on Spotify? I thought it'd be a little higher. I never even heard this song by Picture. Okay, let's add.
Oh hey, I'm gonna add Simple Man by Leonard Skinner to your playlist.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know
yeah.
Simple Man.
My dad also listened to a lot of Leonard Skinner. Because basically my favorite music was my dad's favorite music because that's all I had to listen to at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can add it.
I love that song. It's a classic. Oh man. So let's see. I'll talk a little bit about what I've been listening to.
Alright.
See, well, recently actually, I at work I use your playlist for about half of my shift, and then I use my playlist for the other half.
Oh wow.
Cause your playlist is really good too.
I
But
know.
really today, I listened to Childish Gambino's new album. I gotta talk about that.
Yeah, you seem to be praising that a lot.
It's really good. Maybe even over half the album was actually really mediocre and weird and not even really good. But there's a couple songs in here that are so good that I can't help but like the album. And I respect his choice. Like, instead of like rap and like R&B anything like that, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do some classic like funky soul, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that. I mean, some of it's just kind of like regular R&B stuff, but the ones I'm really talking about are the ones that are like that because they're really good.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if you've listened to Me and Your Mama or Redbone. Those are the two singles. Still probably my favorite ones, but they're really good. They're like kind of longer, like chill songs, you know.
Mhm. I haven't really listened to much of Child Gambino. I've only listened to one song.
Which one was it?
It was one that you listened to, and you were listening to on Spotify, and I just clicked it.
Oh, it was from the new album then?
Yeah.
Was it the one I was listening to today?
Oh no, it was a while ago. I could figure it out.
Well, there's a good chance it was Me and Your Mama or Redbone because those are the ones I listened to the most.
No, it wasn't. It was okay. I'm trying to.
Was it Riot?
No.
Stand Tall?
No.
The rest of these I don't really like. What was it, Boogeyman?
You know, it was Stand Tall. It was Stand Tall.
Right. Stand Tall isn't that good. It's decent. It's a good song, but it doesn't have the feel I'm looking for like Redbone and Me and Your Mama have. Those two songs are exactly what I want to hear.
Mhm.
It's really good. Anyway, besides him, also obviously Saint Motel Vision. You know I love Saint Motel, right?
Yeah, I listened to one of their songs.
That new album was really good. It's kind of forgettable though, which makes me sad because I was really excited about it for a long time.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty much, I'm kind of through listening to the album now, except for like 2 or 3 songs that stood out. Like, the song For Elise is awesome. Song Sweet Talk is awesome, and then like Born Again's pretty good. And Move is good, but when they released it as a single, I already overplayed it then because it was the first single they released off the album, and I loved it.
That song with the saxophone.
My Type.
Yeah, My Type.
That was from the EP before this album. That EP was awesome. Loved it.
Yeah, I like that song.
You should listen to more of their stuff sometime, because Saint Television has a lot of like other instruments and stuff in it too. Like, I think that there's some sax in one of these songs actually. One of them has a sax solo. Destroyer. Destroyer is full of sax.
Yeah.
It's a really saxy song.
Saxy.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Really
Reminds
recently,
me of a shirt that we made. Oh my god. So, freshman year of high school, we had this is when I'm Sexy and I Know It was popular. It was the hit song at the time. It was just like, everyone had to sing it,
Oh, yeah.
And it was fresh too. It was like everyone knew about that song at the time. So it was our section leader at the time. He was a senior. He was like, we need some saxophone shirts. And Bella, my friend, she was like, let's do I'm Sexy and I Know It, right? Because that it's what's the word?
Punny.
No, it's
Provocative?
No. Oh, I can't think of the word. It's not relatable. It's relative. It's
relevant.
It's relevant. It's relevant. It was relevant. It was
not
relevant.
relative.
But no. Guess what we did?
What?
I'm too sexy for my reed. Like I'm too sexy for my shirt?
I get it.
Yeah,
I'm just not happy.
And then on the back it said spit happens.
That's not very good.
No, it wasn't.
It should have been on Sexy and I Know It, because that's like a time machine of a shirt.
Yeah, that would like the other one was just I'm too sexy. I was so disappointed.
I would have been
him.
too.
I was just like, and plus the design of the shirt was terrible. It was such a piece of shit. It was bad. I should go back home and get it and take a picture of it because I still have it.
I kind of want to see it.
And then by the time sophomore year rolled around, it was just like no one listened to the song anymore unless you were like. I remember when I was doing cadet teaching, the kids were singing it. The little 6th graders, 5th grade, 4th graders. They're at the bowling alley singing this song, dancing to it. I'm like, oh, jeez, this song's old. I'm tired of listening to it.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. You just remind me of something real quick though. You said bowling alley.
I did say bowling alley.
We
yes,
should
you're
go
correct.
bowling. Next time you
bowling.
come down, let's go bowling.
Yeah.
Like we could all, like, the 4 of us can hang out at the bowling alley and have an awesome time.
I remember I went to
Well,
the
even
bowling
5.
alley.
Oh, Palin could bring his girlfriend to the bowling alley. 5 people can bowl.
Yeah, he could.
We could do that. But Colton can't bring Marissa. That's too many. we gotta draw the line somewhere.
I mean, we can
I
also
think
get. We can not just like limit it to Colton Palin and his girlfriend. We can also expand these. Like, we could have like a bowling party, dude.
Oh, you're right. We could have like
Kyle.
Ben, Kyle, Zach. Yeah.
We can get them all in on a big bowling fiesta, dude.
All these people that whoever's listening to this don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
It'd be great.
You, the viewer, come to the bowling alley with us.
The listener, you retard.
They're viewing this too, isn't? Is it
Are
not going to be on YouTube?
No,
I have
it
no
is.
idea. This is
It
a real
is
question.
going to be.
Okay.
Alright,
I mean, they're viewing it.
Yeah, you can
Technically.
stare at a picture for like 45 minutes. Sure, that sounds great. I'd be
At
doing other
least.
stuff.
At
if I
least
was-
45 minutes.
Yeah. Um. So, I at college recently, there was a display out in the So there's like it's kind of like in the main area of the campus. Like you got the library, you got your big building, academic hall. You know like sort of the layout of here.
Kinda. Not really.
Well, basically, tied around trees are these white T-shirts. They got them like got them clotheslined, like they're clotheslined. They're white T-shirts, and they list the victims of black people who were shot by police officers. Each
Oh.
one of the T-shirts. A brave soul out there. Got a well, I won't call him brave soul, but you know they had a black T-shirt, and they put this is for the 61 police officers who lost their lives, and that year, and they put it on there.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was bad. It was so we have like a Facebook page. It's Living at Southeast,
Yeah.
and basically, a black woman posts on there like with the picture of the shirt because they took it off. They took it off and they're like, whoever did this is disrespectful. Blah 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 blah. Like they were pissed. They were not having it. Like you talk about police. No. Their lives don't matter. No, this is for the black lives only. That's basically how it was, and
But
how
that's
it was
really
disrespectful.
racist, actually. It's not
No,
even
not
a
really.
race
Not
thing,
really. It's not
the fact
racist
that they-
because the
but
police
fact that
isn't
they
race.
won't- Yeah.
The police
fact
isn't
that
a
they
race.
won't- that's really just... That's really ignorant. Like, oh no, we don't care about anybody but the black people who died.
So there was
That-
one
that's
person on
kinda-
there. There was one person on there who argued for it, and they're like, you know what? This isn't disrespectful. This actually adds to the piece that you guys were trying to present.
Exactly.
It adds to it. It's just like, it's another perspective. It's not just like one perspective of artwork. It's another perspective. Artwork with multiple perspectives is really cool.
Mhm.
All right, and you know when you have that there, I mean, it was like a bit of defiance. It felt like to the original piece, because there's just I don't even, why am I calling this artwork? It's just T-shirts hung up on a clothesline with crudely written names in Sharpie.
Oh, it's not... I thought it was like printed on the shirt at least.
No. They just bought white T-shirts and drew on them.
Oh, wow. Well, how'd the guy do on the black shirt?
With white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he put more effort into his shirt than they did.
And plus it stood out with their shirt, so you would actually notice it.
Yeah.
And so they took it off, they threw it away, blah 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 blah. There's a big muck up, and then so the string that ties this around is just basically like this like crappy arts and crafts string. You know, it's just like a thin white string basically. Like I went up and looked at it. It was just like a thin white string.
Mhm.
Well, it fell off, it broke, right? No
Yeah.
witnesses, no witnesses to this breaking. They saw it on the ground. They're like, some racist asshole decided to cut the line. It's just like, okay, who did it? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it happen. It's just like there's so much racism on this campus. Like no one saw this happen. It's a rinky-dink string. It was a windy day. It just broke. It just broke. It was frayed. It wasn't a clean cut. It was just like, are you kidding me? You have like a bunch of T-shirts on this. It probably weighs it down. They were a little damp as well from the recent rains.
They're stupid.
And
I'm
there
just gonna say it.
was another thing. All right, so like it doesn't stop there. The drama was it was prolonged into the night. One woman reported on there that an SUV driving down the road stops and a bunch of guys come out, all dressed. I don't know what she said, but they were all dressed the same, it seemed, and they tore it down and said "F Black Lives Matter," or "Fuck Black Lives Matter," you know. That's what they said, and they drove off. And so they're like, to the white fraternity, to the white fraternity, for frat guys who did this. First of all, they assume it was a fraternity that did that because it was a group of people. I'm
Yeah.
just like, you don't have proof it was a fraternity. And people were like, how do you know it's a fraternity? They're like,
We know.
sadly, all these posts got deleted, so I can't go back and look at them. They all got deleted because, like, I don't know. I'll actually talk about that in a minute, but basically they were saying like, oh, it was a white fraternity. It has to be, white fraternities here are racist. And like, why are you calling them white fraternities? There's black people in them too, right? Like, oh, but yeah,
Yeah.
but they were created by white people, so they're white fraternities. Just like,
Well, that's not a very concrete thing. Like,
no, they're just fraternities. They're not.
that's
Yeah,
like
sure.
saying like, oh
I learned a
man,
new
this is
acronym.
actually like, this is a Japanese desk because a Japanese guy built it. Only Japanese people can use this desk.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, they do have black fraternities that if I couldn't join because I'm white,
Yeah,
of
but you
course.
can't have an all-white fraternity.
Yeah, if I
I'm
had an
just saying, a
all-white
little
fraternity, it
hypocritical.
would be
Not racist.
KKK,
I'm
Kappa
just
Kappa
hypocritical.
Kappa.
I'm not hypocritical. Wait, hold on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I learned a new acronym, PWI.
Okay.
You want to take a guess on what this is? I'll give you like two guesses on what
Uh,
PWI stands for.
person with. Am I on the right track?
No, you're not even close, dude.
Privileged white,
You got the second word right. You got the second word right. I will say
not
that.
privileged.
No, it's PWI.
I thought it was privileged white something. Okay, so something white.
All right, you had your two guesses. It's
Yeah.
predominantly white institute.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Okay.
we need to tell the people of this predominantly white institute about all these things. Like, yeah, we already know about them. We see the protests, okay, and they don't get you anywhere,
Yeah.
obviously. Uh, well, actually, okay, so in the end, once the posts got deleted and the dust had settled slightly, the man who deleted them, the admin, said, if you actually need to report something, please report it to the police.
Oh.
Ironic. How ironic. It's poetic. It's just like, well, if
It
you have a
really is.
problem with your Black Lives Matter thing, report it to the police. They'll help you. They will help you. I'm sorry. They're not just going to ignore you. They will help you.
Yeah.
Jeez. The police forces. I mean, the campus police here, they're pretty nice. They're all good people.
I mean, most police aren't bad people. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
there's some police officers out there who aren't so
yeah,
great. Some of them are pretty racist, pretty not good. But there's
but
some who are fine. Like most are fine dudes. You know.
they do it to protect you.
Yeah.
That's the whole
I
reason
mean,
why they take the job.
most police wouldn't not help a black person because they're black. That's not how it works. Most
No,
police would be like, no, yeah, I'll help you because you're a human being and my job is to protect and serve.
the
Like,
citizens
yeah.
protect and serve. Yeah. I watched a video recently. Baltimore actually, like, with all the riots going on and the protests, they reduced policing in certain areas.
Oh man.
And now people are complaining that there's not enough police.
You wanted this. You're
Make
the
up your
reason this is
mind.
happening.
They can't make up their minds sometimes.
No,
Ugh.
man.
Yeah,
Politics are dumb.
that was some juicy. Like, I remember there was this one comment. It was just like they are a marginalized minority, and you need to check your privilege. Someone said that, and I literally had a spasm when I read that. I was so
Triggered.
ooh. Oh. Yeah, sure. I actually did spaz out in front of Zach for theatrical effect. I jumped out of my chair and just started shaking on the ground. Because it was just like, you marginalized marginalized What was it? What did I say?
Oh, I don't know. What was it? A marginalized
Minority
minority?
or something.
Yeah.
And it was just like words that you would like hear. They're just canned words, you know. They're just
Yeah.
canned, like institutional race. It's a canned word, you know. It's just like it's just thrown out there. It they don't explain it. They just say it. It's like a parrot repeating. It's like they hear it and then they repeat it. Like they don't explain it when they say it. They just assume that you already know what it means. And I understand it sorta what their definition of it. I don't agree with their definitions, but whatever.
You know, I'm gonna start like heading to the safe spaces when
They
I
do
get
have
there.
those here.
I'm gonna head to the safe spaces and like, are there people to talk to about your problems in the safe spaces?
I actually don't know what goes on in safe spaces. I assume I'm not allowed in there.
You're totally allowed.
I'm a white cis male.
Yeah, just like, I need a safe space. Wait, that. If they do not allow you the safe space, I think you can legally sue.
Yeah, true. I probably
Like,
could.
because I want to know what goes on first of all, and second of all, if there's a person to talk to in there, I'm
I
gonna
want to
tell them
talk
just
to him
how threatened I feel being a
by
white
this
cis
safe
male.
by this. Yeah, I'm scared of people who say they're scared of me.
I'm scared of the minorities, all of the minorities, because I know all of them hate me, even though I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, I, I want to see what the people would say if you said that, because I'm sure they've never encountered that before. They've only encountered people who are like, I'm tri-gendered, non-binary,
Tried
and
gendered non-binary. I changed my mental illness every day. I have
oh
PTSD
jeez,
Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have OCD Monday, Wednesday through Friday, and on Saturdays and Sundays I am overly depressed. That's
oh man,
that's basically what it is.
jeez.
I have major depression on the weekends.
This podcast is gonna trigger so many people. Oh no. Oh.
I hope there
Well,
is someone out there who actually does that, where they have like disease on certain like disorders on certain days. They're not diseases, disorders on
yeah.
certain days, and I hope there's someone out there who thinks that. And today in psychology we learned about schizophrenia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically he was talking to us about what was it called? Shit, I forgot the name of it. It was something about movement, disorganized movement disorder, where basically, and he actually demonstrated for us. So
Oh no.
what he did was he sat at the table and just sat still for like about a good 5 minutes throughout the class, just like completely quiet, staring at the wall for 5 minutes. He did this, and we were like wondering when's he gonna move, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Hey!" really loud, and like a couple girls in the front row just jump a little. And
Yeah.
guys as well. I saw some guys who jumped as well. I'm a little farther away, so I'm not as affected by it.
Uh,
But
what happened after that?
after that, well, basically what he was talking about is, well, with the what did I say?
Disorganized
Disorganized
movement.
movement. I think it's what it's called. Basically, people with schizophrenia will do that for hours, like several hours in some cases. They'll just sit there and do nothing, and then they'll
Is it
just.
disorganized schizophrenia?
Well, no, it's. I don't.
Because
I can get out
I'm
my
looking into
notes.
this.
You looking
Oh,
at
is
this?
it? It's disorganization syndrome, probably, right?
Hold on, mate. Shut up. Oh, we're gonna actually look at a lobotomy next class. We actually get to see them. They basically stick an ice pick under your eyelid, and then they just give it a little shimmy this way, a little shimmy that way, and they do the other side, shimmy this, and then boom. you have a lobotomy. It was, what was it? Oh, that's substance addiction, schizophrenia. Here we go. Disorganized speech, disorganized behavior. Yeah, and it was called it was catatonic something.
Well, what's the hey about? Like him yelling hey? Is that part of it?
It's grossly irregular movement is the way he described it. So very irregular movements. Well, he just said hey, just as like, because he was sitting there for 5 minutes and he just did it to scare him. You know.
Oh, yeah.
It was, you know. I bet if you looked at the video of like actual just of this shit, it's catatonia, catatonia, catatonia. You'd figure it out. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. That sounds like a Mr. Kester thing. That sounds like something Mr. Kester would totally do.
Yeah, I love psychology teachers here.
I'm definitely going to take psychology. I was going to take it in high school with Mr. Kester, but I decided to do part-time attendance, and when I only have 3 hours, I can't fit in extra classes, you know?
I know, I wanted to do it with Mr. Kester as well, but I had to actually, because like one of my classes switched on me that I needed to graduate. They switched hours, so I couldn't be in it.
That sucks.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, your class isn't 7th hour anymore. We switched it to 3rd hour. And like, oh, you kidding me? Now I can't have Mr. Kester? Oh.
Now I can't have Mr. Kester? No. I was gonna have I think 2 Kester classes actually.
Yeah, I was too. I was having Western Civ and that. Back when Western Civ was good and it was like a few people. It was just like 5 people in a room and we'd talk about Western civilization. But now it's required for you guys. I took it as an elective. But I do prefer it, Western civilization, over the other histories they taught there.
Yeah. I really want to have Mr. Kester for one more class. I wish I could. I might if he has a I guess it'd be sociology. If he has sociology next semester, or like next semester 3rd hour.
Yeah.
I think I have that free and I'm going to try to get him. Cuz I just realized I really want to have Mr. Kester one more time.
Mhm. You know what school he went to?
SEMO.
Yeah. He did.
That's where all the cool people go.
Yeah, like moi.
Yeah, and like me next year.
Mhm.
I've already been accepted.
Oh, yeah, I already know. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering why you were congratulating me. Like, you know about this. Alright, so anything else on the table?
I got some big Sour Patch Kids, a phone, some aspirin, no Tylenol, PS4 controller, a keyboard.
Where whose phone?
Saxophone reed. It's my phone.
Oh, phone.
Yeah.
So and not thong?
And then I got my a thong. No, there's no thong on my desk, sadly.
Darn.
I have my phone. So I have my old phone and then my new phone because I don't know what I'm gonna do with my old phone. I might just sell it or something. I have a cup that says Southeast Missouri State Homecoming 2016.
Was that free?
Yes, it was. You get a bunch of free shitty shit here.
Do you get clothing for free? Do you get like hats and stuff for free?
Yeah, you can get clothing for free. I got a couple free shirts.
Ooh, shirts. I like those.
I got a long sleeve and then I got a short sleeve. And they have more. They have events. Like if you go to a game, they're like, we're giving out free shirts to the first like 2,000 people or not 2,000, like 300 people who show up.
I was gonna say 2,000. Like that's pretty good.
That's a lot. You know, I actually got 3 shirts. Because I actually got a Pokemon shirt. SEMO Pokemon shirt. back when Pokemon Go, because
I was about to say it was probably for Pokemon Go, and it was.
it was, and then
Are there a lot
then,
of Pokestops on campus?
yes, there are actually. I don't play it anymore.
Well, no. The only person who plays it in the entire world is my mom now.
I know. I wish people still did play it. I wish
It was
it was
cool,
still
but
cool
it was
because it's
too
not cool
boring.
anymore.
It's not cool, and it's too boring to keep playing. Kind of.
True, because you just
It's
like
the same old thing. You go back and forth between Pokestops and catch the same, like Pidgeys, and then
oh yeah, Pidgeys are annoying. But I heard they are adding more Pokemon.
yeah, it looks like they're adding the Gen 2 because Cyndaquil was in the picture. I didn't actually like look at the. It was like an article, I think.
and they added
I didn't
Ditto.
look at it. Oh yeah, I forgot they added Ditto.
Like if they add the second gen and the third gen, like I might be interested. Like those are the 3 gens that really get my balls tingling. Like I would actually
Yeah.
consider walking around SEMO dressed
Yeah,
as Ash
you know-
Ketchum.
I'll play like
Catch
like
'em all.
like Gaucham.
Yeah.
I will play Pokemon Go with you at SEMO next year if they add Gen 2 and Gen 3 by then.
Yeah, that's the problem. Zach doesn't have like a phone.
Yeah.
Right? So I can't like walk around with them play Pokemon
You
Go
need to
because
force Zach to get a smartphone.
he doesn't want one.
Well, I know, but
He doesn't want one.
you gotta get him to get one so he can play Pokemon Go with you.
I'm kind of glad he doesn't have one, actually,
Why?
because I feel superior.
Oh
My
yeah,
phone.
true.
I feel like I'm a step above him.
Like,
you
Oh,
know?
is it? What's that? You want to look something up, Zach? Don't worry, I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
that,
Google.
that second gen iPod's really slow, isn't it? Second gen iPod Touch. I think maybe it's a third gen. I don't know. But he's got an old iPod Touch. It doesn't even have the camera on it. So
It's crazy. An iPod Touch without a camera. That's a real
old.
retro.
it is old. It's retro. That's middle school days, man. That's what I used to listen to. That was my primary listening device in middle school.
See, I never had one.
I remember I seen everyone have one. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I want one. I want one. I had to get one. Because
It was
like,
the
you can
in
play
thing.
games on it. You can play games on it. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is cool. And that's the only reason why I bought it at first was for the apps.
The iPod Touch
Back
was
when-
before touchscreen fancy phones like that, right? Like, and then the iPhone
No.
came out after, right?
No, iPhone came out before.
Really?
Or at the same
Oh.
time.
Oh, then why didn't you just get the iPhone instead of the iPod Touch?
Because
I mean, I
phone
understand because it
bills are
seems like
expensive.
everybody got the iPod Touch instead of the iPhone at first. Because I remember that everyone
My
had
parents
iPod Touch
didn't want
instead of
me to
iPhones.
have a phone. I didn't get a phone until 8th grade, and it was like an AT&T Go phone. Because with iPod Touches, you don't have to pay like a service plan. You don't have to pay that. You don't have to buy minutes. You don't have to do all that crap. With an iPhone, you would. And besides, iPhones at that time weren't even that great. Like they didn't start getting good until the 4. That's when they finally polished it, and it was
iPhones?
Yeah, the iPhone 4 was pretty much
because the 3G
pinnacle.
was really weird.
yeah. And then the 4S came out, and that one was good. And those were out for a while. I remember Palin had one. They were like daily drivers for a lot of people. But my first phone was an LG Prime, plastic touchscreen,
Oh yeah.
green and red button for answering and ending calls, and then a middle home button with a 2-megapixel camera on the back. 2 megapixels, I think. I think it was 2
Man.
megapixels. I remember I had the video playing and I throw it down my hill, and spinning is like they're rolling down the hill. It sounded really cool. I don't remember what happened to this phone. Oh no, I remember I gave it to my brothers. Yeah, I just gave it to them and they used it for a while. Then it broke.
You know what? I don't need this.
Yeah, that's when I got my actual like decent phone at the time. It still wasn't like great. It was a Samsung Exhibit 2.
Oh, so it was like the budget line of Samsung.
Yeah, it was a budget line of Samsung, so it was definitely a step up. It had a capacitive touchscreen, and it had on-screen, not on-screen buttons, but it had buttons on the bottom that were touch sensitive. No buttons
Yeah.
here. And that phone served me for a good while, and then I was just like, this phone's slow. It's hard to watch porn on at night, and you think that's funny? No, it's not funny. It's a serious issue. And I was just like, this phone sucks. It's slow. It's unresponsive. I can't use as many apps as I would like to. And then that's when I got my HTC One M8, and that changed shit for me, dude. That was like
Yeah, because that was
having
like
a
a
flagship smartphone.
smartphone.
Like when you get to actually use like of the time flagship smartphone, it's pretty good. It's
It is,
pretty
yeah.
good.
And you get to again. I wish I did. I want the Google Pixel so bad.
Yes, now I have the Google Pixel, and I absolutely love this thing.
It seems like everybody does.
I don't know if everyone does.
I mean, it seems like basically the general consensus is like it's a good phone. Like everyone who has one is pretty happy with it.
All the smartphone reviewers I watch say it's their best Android phone you could possibly get right now.
Yeah, because it's not even like necessarily it's not the most technologically advanced, but it's like just the experience, like the way Google designed it is just perfect.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
See, my first phone was in like 2012, I think. I got a Sony Xperia Ion, and I think it was pretty new when I got it actually.
I
Even though
remember you having that.
yeah, because I didn't get my most recent phone's only in a Galaxy S5, and I didn't get
You
this
had
until like
that
last
Sony
year.
for a long time. I remember
Yeah, I
we
did,
were
and I
exploring
even
tech and you had
shattered
it.
part of the screen at one point, and it still kept on going. Let me see. I'm curious. I want to see when it released originally.
I never broke a phone screen ever.
Oh, I only did. It released in 2012 of June, and I think I got it at like the end of 2012. And
Well, yeah,
it was a free upgrade phone, and I don't know what that says about the phone. I'll be honest.
well, they had it was like the new batch of fresh phones are coming in, so they need to get rid of the old ones that are still
Maybe.
pretty decent.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
I
probably
mean,
what they're doing.
honestly, it's a pretty good phone, man. Like I thought at the time it was pretty good. The only it had like zero support from AT&T. And
Yeah.
so, because AT&T is responsible, like the carrier is responsible for getting the updates out, Like
Mhm.
they're not the update gets sent to them and then they okay it and send it out to the phone, right? And like it was like Jelly Bean, which is pretty old, right? And
Yeah.
but I still had that phone. It was way past that, right? Like it was way past being updated for that, and so I had to flash it and like get like custom Jelly Bean on it to run it because because Jelly Bean was out on the Verizon model of the
Mhm.
phone, right? It was out on the Verizon model, but it wasn't out on the AT&T version because they just wouldn't do it. They never did. So I got Jelly Bean and I was pretty happy with that. And then Kit Kat came out while I still had it, and I was like, I want Kit Kat, but I couldn't do it because I didn't know how to flash it for Kit Kat because it was for some reason a lot more complicated. I don't know why, but
The thing I liked about the HTC One M8 the most is probably camera's decent. It wasn't the best, but the speakers, dude, the front facing speakers are so good. It, it,
oh yeah,
the Google Pixel pales in the comparison when it comes to speakers. The speakers on this thing are trash, absolute garbage.
on what?
The Google Pixel, they're
Oh
garbage.
jeez,
No, they're garbage. They're garbage. It has a fantastic camera.
are they worse than the speakers on my S5 though?
I don't even know what this, they're probably just as bad,
Because
honestly.
S5 isn't great. It's not good quality, and it's also not loud.
No, these things are abysmal for a flagship smartphone. Uh, but it makes up for it with the fantastic everything else. The camera, the fingerprint scanner, is in such a good spot. The Android experience, the pure Android, no
Yeah.
bloatware to deal with.
Yeah, the no bloatware is beautiful.
Yes. I mean, I liked HTC because they had minimal bloatware. It was minimal.
Samsung loves it. Samsung's like, "Hey, check this out.
We
Do
have
you
our
want?"
own shit
I'm
here.
gonna I'm gonna just name you some apps that I cannot delete on my phone because they came with it, and
Yeah.
you can't delete. Let me see. There's all the AT&T bloatware, obviously.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. I'm trying to find. There's device help. That makes sense. There's AT&T Drive mode. You can't get rid of that. Flipboard required. You have to have Flipboard.
I don't know what
Uh,
Flipboard is.
it's okay. It's all right. It's not very good. It's okay. It's good for news if you like news, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
not that great of like. There's better ways to get your news. There's better apps and stuff. But let me see. There's Keeper. I don't know what Keeper is, but it came with it. That's cool. Lookout. Did they? Yeah, it came with it because I never downloaded that. And there's like maps and messages. Mobile TV. I don't know how to work that. I don't think I can do it. I don't know what I have to have, but there's like my ATT and all the Google Play stuff, obviously. There's an Office software, Polaris Office 5. It it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, there's Google Drive, so there's no point. But S Health, here we go. S Health. That's the basically the point of that app is just like you can use this as a pedometer that doesn't really work because it counts any movement as a step, and then
Yeah.
you can check your heartbeat with the heartbeat sensor. And then there's S Voice, which is like Siri if Siri was really bad and
Oh
hard to get to.
yeah.
There's also Uber. Uber, you cannot uninstall it. Uber came with this phone and will die with this phone.
Oh my god. Why?
I don't know. You can't even use Ubers here. Um,
Have you
Usage
tried
Manager,
actually?
classic. Uh, I mean, if there is an Uber here, let's be honest. I mean, would you want to take it?
No, I just drive myself.
I mean, imagine the kind of person around here that's driving an Uber. It can't be good. It can't be very good.
No.
Uh, that's it for in the way of bloatware, but still, that's a lot of stuff.
You want to know my bloatware?
I assume it's just the Google Play stuff and like Gmail.
Yes, you got that right. And then my Verizon.
And is that it?
That is it.
So instead of hold on, instead of AT&T Family Map, AT&T Live, AT&T Locker, AT&T Mail, AT&T Navigator, AT&T Protect Plus, and what's the other one that's related to AT&T that's on here? Hold on. What was it? Usage Manager is also related to AT&T. Um, Instead of all those apps, you just have one.
Yeah, just one.
Ooh. AT&T, what are you doing? That's not good. I thought it was normal to have a million AT&T apps. I mean, it is, I guess, you have AT&T.
Yeah. But
That's not good.
now Verizon. I mean, I before Verizon I had T-Mobile, and then
Yeah.
before T-Mobile I had AT&T. I only switched over to Verizon just for the Google Pixel. That's the only reason.
It doesn't seem any better.
No, the problem with Verizon, well, my mom's having with it, is like she can't get service at work. There's
Yeah,
no
because our
Verizon.
tower out there is AT&T.
So I got the Wi-Fi calling set up for her though, so she's fine now.
Yeah. I get great service out there.
Mhm.
Fantastic, because the tower right there. It's perfect.
Yeah, and T-Mobile mooches off AT&T, so.
Yeah, that's the convenient thing about T-Mobile is it can use like Verizon and AT&T towers, right?
No, I can't use Verizon. Just their own
Oh,
towers.
it's Sprint. It's Sprint that can use everybody's towers, right?
I think so. Maybe I don't know about that.
Well,
I
there's
think
there's one that can use Verizon and AT&T towers.
maybe that is Sprint because I know it's not T-Mobile because I don't. You don't with T-Mobile. You don't get service in Farmington, dude.
That's terrible.
You have to. There are no T-Mobile towers. It's just like you have to switch over to AT&T.
Ew, that sucks.
So like if I was ever in if I ever went to, because when I went to the community college there over the summer, basically whenever my dad wanted to call me, like I would never get it, and he's like, you know what? I called you like 5 times, and like, I don't have service, dude. Sorry.
See, why aren't you answering it? I would have.
I would have if I heard it, because my car's connected through Bluetooth, so I would have been able to answer it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I just physically couldn't.
Literally impossible.
But T-Mobile has pretty good service up there. Like it's pretty good, and it's actually really good here as well. The service down here is.
You mean
pretty
Verizon?
good. Yeah, Verizon.
Yeah.
And then plus like there's Wi-Fi all over the campus, dude. Like you don't even have to use cellular data. If you're in a building, you've got like decent internet.
Like if you're walking around, like just walking through campus, can you mooch off of Wi-Fi for that too?
Yeah, you could probably do that. You have to plan. You have to plan your walk-in. You have to plan your walk-in. You have to plan your path.
Oh,
which path is most optimal?
What's the best Wi-Fi path?
Yeah. They have these hammocks down in this little park area, and they're like, we need Wi-Fi down here. You need to get Wi-Fi extended down to our little park. Because a lot of people like just sit down there.
Yeah.
In the hammocks now that they're down there. And I don't want to sit in those hammocks because there's probably like homeless people who like, if they ever catch wind that there's hammocks in like a park. If I were a homeless person, I'd be there every night. I'd sleep in a hammock every night. And, there's probably those risky little teenagers going out there, like, hey, let's get in the hammock and let's fuck. I bet that's happened multiple times here. They get in the hammocks and they just have a good fucking time.
You and Zach should do that.
Go into the hammocks at night and just watch for people.
No,
and then come out and scare them in the middle.
Oh no, you know what I'm saying. You avoided what I was saying. You know.
You're saying we should have anal penetration on the hammock.
Well, hold on. No, of course not. That's too. That's gross, man.
Should just hang out.
You got a mouth on you.
Oh, I do have a mouth on me. You're right. I'm using it right now.
That's true.
Zach wouldn't like that.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't either.
I was gonna say.
Zach's pretty straight edge.
He's like, he like listens to like Linkin Park and Slipknot exclusively.
No.
And he doesn't do drugs or alcohol.
No, he does. No, he doesn't. He doesn't do drugs or alcohol, and he listens. He listens to anime openings and the Beatles.
That's not bad, actually. That's pretty. I like both those things.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Anime openings. There's a few. I like.
What if an anime used a Beatles song as their opening?
I don't think that's possible.
They could.
Yeah, they could, but I don't think they'll ever do that. I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't know any anime who's like used a weird song like that. Not a weird song, but like a popular hit as their opening. Really, I've known songs that became popular hits because of the anime.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely a possibility that could, like, it definitely could happen. The question is whether or not it will. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying it totally could.
I mean, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, their end songs were like for the
Roundabout.
first, it was Roundabout by Yes, and then I forgot what the second one was, and there was another one, and then Diamonds Unbreakable. I forgot what that song's called, but it's a dude from America. Someone's screaming out in the halls. There are those times where it's just like people are just coming at 2 a.m. in the morning. They're like, talking as loud as they can. It's just like, I wish I had the balls to just go out there in my underwear and just be like, hey, shut the fuck up, as loud as I can.
All right, listen. Here's the thing.
You know, my hair's. I'm just like I look like a disgruntled. I should get like a robe. I should be like putting on the robe as I'm walking out.
Like a green flannel robe.
Yes. With the one of those like hats. It's like a Santa hat, but it's
Yeah,
not.
like a Scrooge hat.
Yes.
Like part of his classic pajamas.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. When I get there, the first time that happens, I'm just gonna scream through the wall back at him. I promise.
No, you gotta open up the door, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go out there. If I hear someone screaming outside, I'm gonna start screaming. I'm not gonna like scream real things. I'm either just gonna scream really loud, just like ah, or like I'm gonna like whatever they said. If I can make out what they're saying, I'm just gonna start screaming it back at them.
No. I don't. That's not effective. They're not gonna pay attention. You need to go out there, look them dead in the eye, and let them know they fucked up.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? If that happens, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say, "Stop it! Get some help."
Stop it, please.
I'm gonna do the Michael Jordan McDonald's anti-drug PSA. Stop it! Get some help.
Get some help.
That's the best meme. I'm just gonna get a soundboard of that and just walk out there and start playing it whenever stuff goes down. Be like, hey, stop it.
We need to get like a bat, like a baseball bat too.
I'll just walk out there with it like, like, so you want to play?
You want to play ball?
Play
I heard you
hardball or
scream you want to
softball?
play ball. You want to scream that again for me, please?
Let me just double check that. Can we double confirm? Can you tell me you want to play ball?
I feel like I would get in trouble for that, dude.
Yeah, because they really don't. They cater to everyone but us.
I know. It's like, where's my special room? Like, you already have your special room because you're white. Every room's special for you. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, Michael Jordan, stop it. Get some help.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help. I love it. You know, I might want to wrap this up because we're like almost a minute and like, let's see, like, I don't know where we're gonna start this.
Oh.
But we're at 117 right now.
We are. Jeez, it flew by. How about 120?
Yeah, so
We'll
come
just
with like
end
2
it.
minutes. 2 minutes.
Two minutes of
love.
Love. Yes.
So in conclusion, what I think we learned today was
Nothing.
yeah.
We haven't learned anything.
We learned that I was going to use this soundboard and didn't use it correctly one time.
No.
Actually used it on accident twice. So but I'm totally going to have a large applause at the end of this podcast.
Are you?
Yeah. Also make a kissy noise real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hold on. What was that?
That's the audience getting all excited when a romantic scene happens or a kiss.
All right. Well, that was great.
I've got those too.
But see, I was. Oh, that one was loud. That one was really loud. Whenever our band director messes up, sometimes if there's a drum set and there's a kid sitting on it, he'll go boom, you know,
Yeah.
because it's fun.
Oh, 30 seconds.
It's
to
perfect
the end.
timing as well. 30 seconds. 30 seconds until we fuck off. We're good.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do after we fuck off?
I'm gonna go pee.
You're
and
gonna go
probably go to
pee?
bed.
Go pee. You can go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't have any class I have to wake up early for tomorrow.
I do, because I have actual school.
Well, I mean, I have actual school as well, but
No, you have university.
yeah.
Alright, that's the podcast. Woo!
Okay.
Alright, join us next time, right?
Yeah. Next
Is there going to
time.
be a next time?
Yeah, there will be next time, maybe.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Hold us to it. There's definitely going to be a next time, everyone.